Today we discuss how to stop being an amateur so you can turn pro. What's up, guys? My name's Kurshot, and before we jump into things, I highly encourage you to subscribe because I'm going to be pumping out videos just like this one 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Now today I want to talk about the difference between an amateur and a pro. If you're watching this, that means you want to go pro. It means you want to realize your dreams and achieve a meaningful life and career that, let's be honest, most others never will. Now before I jump into the goods, let me share a personal story with you. 10 years ago, I decided to give up my cushy life back home where I was making between $6,000 and $10,000 a month selling weed to friends and acquaintances. I did this so I could pursue a real career in New York City. I decided to move to New York because, as they say, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. When I moved to New York, I ended up bunking up with 2 other guys in this tiny studio. And I spent 50% of my time between a real estate firm that I was working for and 50% of my time between Outback Steakhouse where I was serving and bartending. That endeavor never really worked out, regardless of the fact that the subprime mortgage crash occurred in 2008. I probably would have quit real estate regardless. But the point here is that that was the beginning of my journey from amateur to pro. I can honestly say that over those 10 years, I didn't start taking the journey serious as far as going from an amateur to a pro until the last couple years. The reason why it's taken me so long to turn pro is because I thought I could make up my own rules. I thought I was smarter than everyone else. I thought the rules didn't apply to me. But after 10 years of this bullshit, I can honestly say that I was very wrong. The truth of the matter is, I didn't want to put in the work. I didn't want to follow a schedule. I didn't want to fully commit to my craft and my dreams. So I half-assed everything and got nowhere. But today, I can honestly say that I've turned pro. And the reason why that is because I've sacrificed. I've sacrificed time with friends. I've gotten rid of friends. I've had to go deep into my fucking soul and change habits that I thought were a part of me. That I thought, this is who I am. I can't change that. And I ran from that for years and years and years. So now I want to pass on some of the lessons that I learned. And I'm going to do that with the help of a book that I just read called Turning Pro by Steven Pressfield. In Turning Pro, Steven breaks down the differences between amateurs and pros to fucking perfection. And right now I'm going to share those things. The amateur shows up when it's convenient. The pro shows up every single day. The amateur is constantly looking for the next high. The pro is committed to one thing over the long haul. The amateur quits as soon as he experiences struggle or a challenge. The professional is committed over the long haul. The amateur is impatient. The pro is patient. The amateur is disorganized. The pro seeks order. The amateur lets fear slow them down or halt them altogether. The professional acts in the face of fear. The amateur constantly makes excuses for why they can't get their work done or why they couldn't achieve XYZ. The professional tolerates no excuses and gets the job done. The amateur comes unprepared. The professional comes prepared. The amateur accepts many of the flaws in their craft. The professional beats on his craft until he masters the techniques necessary to be great. Hello, babe.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm filming a video.
Oh.
When the amateur gets stuck, he allows ego to hold him back from asking help from others. When a professional gets stuck, he asks for help immediately from other professionals. The amateur takes success and failure personally. The professional sees failure and success as a process, a continuing, lifelong process. The amateur seeks validation from other people. The professional seeks validation from himself. The amateur gets easily distracted. The professional stays focused. The amateur says yes to everything. The professional learns when to say no, which is more often than not. The amateur wants gratification right now, immediate gratification. The professional defers gratification. The amateur waits to be inspired. The professional sticks to a schedule. The amateur is looking only to help himself. The professional is looking to help others. And finally, the amateur tweets, the pro works. Now, as you can see, there's a huge difference between how amateurs think and behave and how professionals think and behave. It truly is a mindset, right? A mindset first that develops habits, which develops or creates the outcome that you desire. And this is a consistent process, a day in, day out process. Let me save you the suspense. There is no destination. As human beings, we adapt to our environment and to our circumstances. So no matter where you get to, no matter what level you get to, or what achievement or what goal or whatever, anything that you achieve or accomplish, it will become normal. It will become the past. It's almost as soon as it happens. The brain is constantly looking for new stimulation. What your mind has achieved today becomes old tomorrow. And so now you need to re-stimulate it. So you need to look at this entire process of going from an amateur to a pro, or really just or being a pro. You need to look at it as a lifelong journey that never ends until it ends. I'm not famous, I'm not a mega millionaire, but if you need examples, just go out there and study any of these successful people and they'll tell you themselves. It is not about the destination, it is about the journey. And so you really need to really think about what you want to spend your time doing for the rest of your life. Your work is going to take up a large percentage of your daily life. So you need to think and get really clear on what you want to spend the rest of your life doing. And once you've done that, you need to go head first in. You need to commit fully, unless of course you want to be an amateur. Now lastly, what I want to share with you are some quotes from this book that I just read by Steven Pressfield, Turning Pro. Turning Pro is for artists, entrepreneurs, and athletes whose ambition is not to stand on the sidelines waiting for permission from others, but to take their destiny in their own fists, to pursue their heart's calling and make it work. Turning pro is not for everyone. We have to be a little crazy to do it or even want to. In many ways, the passage chooses us. We don't choose it. We simply have no alternative. I really love this one. What you and I are really seeking is our own voice, our own truth, our own authenticity. It's so true, right? Inside you know there's something that you need to do. There's a job or a calling that you need to do. If you're not doing that, you're gonna feel an emptiness. Ooh, I really like this one. When we truly understand that the tribe doesn't give a damn, we're free. There is no tribe, and there never was one. Now, the way I take this is that the reality is, and the sooner you realize this and understand it, the better it'll be for the outcome of your life. This is gonna be hard to say, but no one cares about you. They care about what you can offer them. And you can break this down in any way you want. I'll even go as far as talking about parents. The reason why parents will do anything for their children, not all, but most will do anything for their children is because is because they see their children as another limb, an extension of themselves, passing on their genes. You know, it's from some literally like a primitive biological need to help themselves that they're passing on. So when parents are taking care of their kids, they're really truly taking care of themselves. Another example might be your best friend. And what you'll find with them is that you both share common interests, common values, right? Like you like to do the same things, you enjoy many of the same activities, and you share many of the same beliefs. Now that can obviously vary widely. However, the point here is that you share something and you mutually benefit from each other. And once you stop mutually benefiting from each other, that relationship will end. At the end of the day, it is in our best interest, biologically, to be selfish. However, let's frame it differently. Instead of saying we're all just selfish, let's look at it this way. The best way to be selfish is to be selfless. And what I mean by that is that the professional, right, the amateur is only focused on helping himself. The professional knows and realizes that he's gonna get much further in life, in every area of his life, if he focuses on helping others. All right, guys, I wanna know what you think. In the comments section below, let me know what you think about anything I've shared today. If you have anything to add, if there's anything you disagree with, anything and everything, leave it in the comments. If you liked what I shared today, don't forget to like the video, and if you're new, please subscribe because there is more coming. Until tomorrow, my friends, peace.